Hey there, today's requested video is all about the travel essentials that I packed for Europe. These are items you may pack going to Japan, going to the Philippines, going to Hong Kong. As a pilot's wife, I've had to pack an only carry-on suitcase for over 20 years, so I think these tips and tricks are going to help you on your next international vacation. Here's my method, starting with travel tip number 1. What I packed for a long flight to a foreign country is number 1, an airplane pouch that I would use while I'm sitting in that long flight. It can be a pouch for the size that you need. Inside, I packed my phone prop for watching entertainment on my phone. You may have it in the airplane seat back. I also pack eye drops and a container of hand lotion because once you wash your hands in the airplane, you are going to need lotion. My travel hack is to move that from my liquids bag after airport security into my airplane flight pouch. I also pack a fingernail file because at some point I know I usually chip a nail. I also pack my AirPods, or you can pack the noise canceling headphones. My husband, after 25 years of flying in an airplane, he just now got noise canceling ones and he swears by them. My AirPods are the ones that have noise canceling too. And then really important for a long flight, you would need to know whether you need a charger for only your phone, a charger for your AirPods if they only last 6 hours, let's say. Or if you need to charge your watch, I use the trifold MagSafe one from Apple because my off-brand one did not charge fast at all. For that long flight, I will put that and the cord and the block inside my airplane pouch. For some vacations, I take off my watch. I also need to pack tissues. I pack a pen. Sometimes I want to write in a journal. I never fly a long flight without compression leggings or compression socks. I will make my socks pop up down here if Walmart lets me, but I'll also have them in the description paragraph. Just hit show more or go to the first comment. My compression leggings are super old, but these are mild compression. If you have any blood pressure, any kind of medical issues, talk to your doctor about using them first and try them out. I have a whole video that might be helpful for you on how I pack a personal item, and it has a freebie in it. You can watch it by tapping on that at any time, or it'll be in the description paragraph for you. Now I'm going to show you what I packed to wear in Europe. I traveled last December for a Christmas market trip, and then I packed for a river cruise trip in the spring with lots of rain also in the forecast. I have finally found the best water repellent pants that are super, super smooth and quiet when you walk. Stretchy waistband, lots of pockets. They do have the reflection things, so like wearing it into a nice restaurant might be difficult because of the big zippers, but they do hang straight, but they're slim. Like they angle down, so they're not bulky looking all the way down your legs. And it does have this cinchable part right here, but you do not have to use it. Those pants come in a petite and a larger, like 32 inch, which is fine for me, and I'm in a size medium for that. They are so comfortable. One travel hack is to pack leggings to wear underneath in case you need that added warmth or an extra layer, especially if it's super windy. Now what I pack for outerwear. This jacket is good for temperatures from the 40s and up. Notice that the hood is removable, so if you just need a light jacket, it's a great option if it's still available. I love that they have backpack straps for when I get hot in a metro station. Size large fits me. I'm around size 10, and that leaves room for a shirt, long sleeve shirt, and a sweater. One travel tip is to remember that you will be warm inside that jacket. So when you go into a restaurant, you don't need a lot of bulky travel outfits. Those are going to hog all of the spaces in your suitcase. And the newest version of this coat does also have the straps, but it is not water repellent. But to me, it feels exactly like this teal one that is sold out. I do have the new long puffer jacket that is water resistant with the backpack straps too. They have so many other ones too that are water repellent. I cannot believe I found them. Use my code for 15% off. if you spend over 70, and then 20% off if your coat is over 100. Their backpack straps are fantastic if you're touring in a foreign country and the train station is stagnant airflow. They are perfect when you get hot in your midlife travel experiences. I forgot the green one when I went to my Christmas market trip in December and had to buy one while I was on a layover. Do not miss that video because there were other things that I forgot to pack, specifically for Christmas market trips. Since my hotel room is going to probably not be as flowy as my room here, I pack a short sleeve t-shirt for that international destination, even in the winter. I will pack a blue t-shirt and a black t-shirt, a long sleeve thin sweater, a pullover, and a cashmere sweater if the temperature is going to be in the 40s or below. Cashmere is so effective in keeping you really, really warm that you really don't need it in the 50s because you're going to have a jacket. The only cashmere that I recommend is from Nordstrom. If it's available, it's going to pop up here. They sell out really fast. I can wear those by themselves or with a t-shirt if it's extra cold. I'm going to link in the first comment some of my pullovers that do not pop up here if you're only packing in a carry-on suitcase or if you're going to be in the middle seat flying to a foreign country. For my trousers, I'm going to have those water-resistant pants because it could rain one day. I'm also going to have a pair of blue jeans or cropped trousers if it's a different time of year. And then that blue shirt, the black t-shirt, the sweaters, all of those outerwear pieces are going to mix and match with all of my bottom pieces, including the one I wear in the airplane. I also pack at least one pair of water-resistant shoes so that I can wear that particular color with two different trousers at least. These are my favorite ones because these sneakers are super supportive and comfortable. If it is raining, I am okay because it's water resistant. For your hotel room in another country, here's what I packed. Adapters, and I mean multiple adapters. Mine have 3 different plugs on them as well as the USB type plugs, and then that fits into only one outlet in that foreign city. So for international travel, you need to have a plug adapter to fit into the outlet, and usually the older hotels, some of the newer hotels still only have 1, maybe 2 outlets in one room. So if you're with somebody, you will need multiple for each person because we have so many electronics that we have to travel with. Here's a quick tip on how to know whether you need a converter or an adapter for that foreign country. You only need to pack a converter if you are bringing your curling iron or hair dryer that you bought here, and then you also have to plug that converter into an adapter that fits that country's outlet. What I did this year is I bought a dual voltage or dual wattage curling iron. That's travel sized as well. I tried it out here, it works fine, and it worked in April, and therefore I didn't have to pack the bulky converter. I only need that adapter for this in the bathroom. If you are packing a CPAP machine, that just needs an adapter. And one travel tip is ask your doctor if you can get away with only using tap water for that trip, because that's what my mom's doctor told her. So she never has to search the pharmacias for distilled water. You also will want to pack a charger for your phone. Where is mine? Pooey. Oh, here it is. It's in my flight pouch because I thought I might need it for my the rental car if it didn't have a cord thing to charge. Okay. Oh, there's my eyeliner. These baggies are perfection for travel. Any flight. I had my hair clip in here because the last day I knew my hair was just gonna be done and I was gonna be done with my hair. But I have also packed medicine in there for the dry air or that first day when your hotel room's not ready and you're fighting jet lag, some Tylenol. Here's another way that I have taken medicine before because I don't need a whole lot yet at my age. It's easy for large fingers to open, just in case you need that. One tip is to disperse those little pill organizers if you can. I have a whole video that talks about bringing medicine into an international country or a foreign country. There are certain rules for some controlled substances as well as some over-the-counter ones. Here is the #1 tip to how I can pack so much inside a carry-on suitcase. These Tide sink packets, they do count as liquid. You can wash a few shirts at a time in your sink of the hotel or your bathtub, or just use shampoo even. But another tip is these laundry detergent sheets. They're dry. Here's the charger I talked about earlier. This does not need a cord because it connects to my phone at the base of it. When you plug it into the wall, it does need a cord and a block, so that's why you need the adapter. But when you're touring another city, especially one you've never been to before, you need to charge your phone probably late afternoon because you're taking so many photos and videos. When I do pack for another country, I just assume that their airport security screening is going to be strict on the liquids bag. These have been fine, but I always just go with this narrow one that is okay. It's super old. And one tip that I use when I'm trying to pack a bunch of liquids that might need to be transferred into their country's liquid bag, I use different size containers. These little containers hold so much. I've even had really watery shampoo when I first got them and they never leaked and they got checked to the belly of the airplane. Here's another set that's just really pretty, and they are all like magnetized to each other. They're really shallow, like contact lens cases, if that helps. This is why I put just a little bit of the lotion in that for the airplane ride if it's long. So for liquids, you are going to use different size containers. Another travel hack is to pack your liquid containers horizontally because you can fit more of them in. And start with the biggest ones at the bottom and then fill in the little spaces with your smaller round containers like that. And then if you do have a long item like mascara or perfume, put those in lengthwise in the open spaces along the ends. Does that make sense? This is another way that you can wear like oatmeal color or light pink color or light blue colored vacation outfits. The Tide pen that the ER nurse viewer told us about, it works. It takes out spaghetti sauce, and I'm going to Italy, so I'm gonna pack it. We're hopefully going to Lake Como and Lake Garda. Let me know if you've been there. Here's another item that I take instead of relying on wipes and all that stuff. Like I use it daily with my liquid cleanser. It is paper thin like cardstock, but it doesn't give you a paper cut if you rub against it. It's super soft. And it looks like a kitchen sponge, but does not feel like it whatsoever when you get it wet. It's so soft when it's wet against your skin. Another trick to not have to pack as many liquids is a shampoo bar. It looks awful. I am on the very end of it and I bought a new one. My favorite kind is LUSH. They're online. I buy the dry scalp one, and this bag does not let any of it leak out, but it dries out the shampoo bar. So it's not goopy the next day when you need to use it or at the end of your trip. You only need like 2, but they come with like 8 or 16, but they would go over the top lid of a liquid container that you think might leak. Or if you have cheap containers that I have not recommended, you might want to buy these. They helped with my prescription shampoo that I took to Atlanta. It's a larger bottle, so I didn't put it into a container. I could have just put it into one of these containers. Not these. I don't know if those leak. These. One travel hack for shampoo is to take half the amount that you need, or either buy it over there, but take half of the amount that you need in a little container, all right? Then when you get to your hotel room, use half of theirs each time. So mix yours with theirs to make yours stretch. Another essential you may need to use when you're traveling to another country is like Band-Aids. These are better than Band-Aids. They stretch. It is magical. They stretch and they are waterproof. If you take a shower, it will stay on. I promise you. They're so fantastic. These are great. I've used them on a couple of airlines now because they were not passing out the antibacterial wipes. They come in a little skinny box like Velveeta cheese, and you just pull a few out before your flight. You never know if you're going to need them in a gas station, for instance, not necessarily the airport or airplane. If you are worried about using the bathroom in a foreign country, especially like for Christmas markets, which is one of my fears, never fear, because they are fully stocked, but you can take a few rolls of your own toilet paper and put them in a sandwich baggie. There's even a little toilet roll that is travel sized that I gave my mom. They come in their own little case. So cute, but I wouldn't worry about it at all. You might have some questions or fears about being pickpocketed in certain popular cities that are very crowded. I have a great video to watch. I'll put it in the first comment and in the description box so you do not miss it. They're real life scenarios of my viewers. And I give you tips of what we should have done and what we can still do if you watch this video. So do not miss it. And say hey if we have not met yet. Thank you so much for your time and have a great bucket list vacation.